Okay. So get text is done, except for we have to remove. I hope you saw what I had at the trailing in there. No errors. Okay. Nothing like that. This is what I had. Okay. And we ran all that. Okay, strung them all together. The only thing we have to do now is copy source. Let's see, MSG, FMT, MSG, merge, X, get text. Copy all that to tools. Okay, good. On to grep. So now we're going to remove get text. And to our XVF grep. Okay, now I do remember it was 323 in my head, okay, but if I go ahead and I say history and I can even grep for 323, okay, you'll see that that command is still in my history, so I can still rely on that to run. 323 prefix equals tools, make install. Good. Okay, there's no need to go back and do it all over again. If that's the case. Grab point to SPs. Gzip is 0.4. I think that's what the test was done. I'm not worried about that. You know? So, we're moving right on. Doing okay. I like to off-size my window like this. I like to off-size it. That way, I can kind of look ahead a little bit, and gives me a little heads up. Sometimes it gets a little overwhelming. Okay, so I end up just resizing the window and shrinking it. If you don't use screen, and you want to know more about key clicks, I do have a tutorial on the key inputs. Okay, they're not very intuitive, but after you get them down, you'll fly through them. Okay. Let's see, we need grep, tar, XVF, gzip is next. And if I look ahead in gzip, you'll see everything is the same. So, bang, 232. The number won't be the same for you. Well, the numbers won't be the same for everybody. Okay. So definitely take account of your number. The numbers won't be the same all the time either. Well, for this particular section it is, but after I root in, there's no history, or I switch users or switch, something, won't be any history. So it's not like I can still refer to those numbers. And I'll have to just find the number again and run it. Okay. But definitely, screen is definitely a powerful and useful program to have. Some LFS live CDs, well, it's not like you can use one of them anymore. If you could use one of them, then we wouldn't be using one of these. And these is a host OS. But I do know when I made my live CD 6.2, which I think you can. I haven't really tested it out on what I can install with as far as versions go, like the limits. But TarXVF make, I did put screen on that. And if you're interested in that, which it's a great tutorial. It took me 2 years. It took me a year. It took me about a year to get it back. What happened was I did it, I forgot how I did it, you know. And it took me, I kid you not, a whole year to get it back. And this is like at least I did it like a maniac. There was no explanation how I did not get through it. Okay, how or where I messed up, exactly where, I can't even say it to this day. So I'm glad I made a tutorial, so I can also go back to it and refer to it. But I M4. I made a live CD of my LFS 6.3 install. Shit, what's going on here? I ran make before M4. Did I? Let's see, history, less. Yeah, gzip and then I skipped over M4. Okay, it's not a problem. I'll just run M4. Okay, I can say not 232. I'll run M4 and then I'll run make ahead of it. Okay, so make's already installed. I can't run make. I had to do without Guile. Okay. Ooh, screwed up. Alright, well, when I redo make and I add that without Guile, it'll overwrite my other make that is already installed. Okay, but anyway, it was one of them things where you had, I totally forgot what I did, and there was nothing wrong with me at all. I did it twice, and it was excellent. I went to go make a video about it, and it took me a year to make a video about it. Okay, kid you not, I even did a fail video. Alright, I did a video that kinda worked. Okay, and the situation was, it would boot, but there was a lot of other programs that just did not work that I already had installed. You know, I had Screen, ifconfig, because, well, iNetUtils, or was it something like that, which contained some other stuff, had a SSH server going, okay, all that stuff. I couldn't even run it. It would boot, but I had some errors, but it would boot and work, stay alive. But man, I couldn't access any of the things I put on it, so it was no use to me. Yeah, it took me a whole year to get that going. But if you're interested, if you think that's kind of cool, because I think it's kind of cool, go ahead and check out my LFS live CD toots. It's only like 10 of them, right? But pretty cool. Okay, now we'll say .run configure prefix equals tools. We'll say without Guile. Now look ahead, and I'm also going to run make and make install. Okay. Easy peasy. I wonder if that guy's still around. That's a good look for him. The guy, was it Sneaky Linux? Sneaky Linux out? I can't do accents, but that's what he says. But, you know, my LFS live CD, it took forever. But I put that on there. I put Screen on there. It's great. It's awesome. The only problem, when I made the live CD, I did not put, support for any other any other machine ever. Okay, so basically the live CD will work, but it'll only work on a computer that it was compiled on, or a computer that is very similar to it, like P3 or something, okay, with a lot of the same hardware. Okay, patch. And I think that's one of my only faults I did with that. But at the same time, okay, I don't need to do this. If I hit Control U, it'll take everything out before the cursor. I say not 323. At the same time, I'm thinking about, you know, doing a kernel with extended hardware support. Okay, so that way I could stick it on a whole bunch of machines. P3 support, Pentium 4 support, Okay, stuff like that. So I'll get to that in time. I might do a tutorial about that too. That's kind of my next project, but project among projects. But screen is very useful. The key clicks and key sequences are not easy to get down, but if you know a handful, say even if you know 5 different sequences, you can really move along with it. And it's a tool. Other people prefer Tmux, and if you're born into this world using Tmux, then do Tmux. But if you're born in this world using screen, then do screen. Because at a fine grain level, there's a battle, there's a war over which one's better, Tmux or screen. But for me, when I went to use Tmux, the only thing I was doing different was learning new key clicks. Instead of Control A tab, it was like Control B tab or something. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why am I going to do this? I'm not going to do this. And there's no benefit. I didn't see the entire benefit. And I know I'm opening up room for a lot of discussion about this. I didn't see a lot of benefit in Tmux. Yeah, so I said, hey, I'm just going to stick with screen. So I need to remove patch. And I'm going to say tar xvf Perl. Perl is 1.2 SBUs. Okay, so I'll cut to 2 after this. But yeah, I know I'm probably, I'm late in the fire. I'm definitely late in the fire. I always light that fire though. This is not the first time I talked about it. Configure. sh configure. Des. D prefix equals tools. D libs equals dash, that's a L as in lima bean, M. String along make, and I only need to make. Okay, so I'll hit Control C here, up arrow, I just do make. Okay, this will take a few seconds. Well, it'll take some time. 1.2 SPUs at a time. And when we come back, we'll copy Perl, I'll copy utilities over, and we'll go from there. So section 5.29. Catch you in the next one.